Hello, ladies and pieces of shit. This is Blue Maxima. This game is a gentleman. I mean, hello. You get what I mean. This game is shit. This is Save the Ninja Clan. It is seriously horrible, and let's get into why very soon. We can go down to controls and see that there's nothing you can do to change your controls. And, oh, did you see the tip down there? It said blah, blah, blah. Sometimes there are multiple ways to beat a level. You can turn down the game speed, which is actually kind of odd. I would probably recommend doing that just for the purpose of the game is actually really bad on the default speed. I don't know how it is on the lower speed, but it's really bad on the default speed. So let's go and have a look at how it is in normal speed. Nope, it's still terrible. Yep, you saw all the options in that. Here are your stats. I have gone up to level 10 actually, and I believe that there are 33 levels and 31 secrets, which is actually kind of impressive for this sort of game. But anyway, if we hit play, you get a weird ninja style font. It says press X to skip, but it didn't let me do that. And for some reason, my bloody save hasn't loaded in. What the hell? I uploaded my save to the cloud just to... Yeah, I uploaded that at lunchtime today. Yes. Close the application and download my save properly, goddammit. That's odd. I've never had that happen before. Game literally doesn't recognize that I've put my save on it. I was playing this on my other Vita because I had obligations today, so I was playing this on my way there, and while I was there, and yeah. Come on, actually work this time, please. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why it didn't work that time, but okay, here we are. So, this is towards the end of World 1 of 3, as you saw by the 30 levels. I've been up to level 9. We're going to go down to about level 7, I guess? No, we'll do level 6. We'll do level 6, and we'll go from there. So if I just hit triangle? Yeah, triangle. We will go into the level. The controls in this game are very simple. You have a... Whoops. You have a jump, a throw, a knife key. You have a circle button to activate your special ability, which I can't actually, I have no idea how to activate your special ability, in all honesty. I haven't seen it yet. I'm guessing it might be something to do with, I'm guessing it might be... Shit. I'm guessing it might be something to do with something I haven't seen in the game yet, like a, something you get as a result of beating the first world. I don't know. I don't want to beat this first world to find out. But yes, the game is very simple. It's a Meat Boy clone, more or less, right? For God's sake, you can't jump through the cannon? And there's a grenade again, which you can barely see because of the bloody, black background they got going on there. I died a few times at that part of the level, just wondering what the fucking hell was going on, but yeah, it turns out there's a bloody, turns out, whoop, there is a fucking hell game. Turns out there's a blood grenade going across. You also saw part of the roof glitch out, but that is actually part of the game. It's a weird little thing they do where they add like a glitch to every level. And if you can get into it, which I'm having very tough trouble even getting past this bloody first few jumps here, you can see what that is. The game just kind of makes fun of you for going the wrong way, yada 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 yada. It's not funny, it's not clever. And they try to make it look like a bug, which means it's actually kind of unpleasant to play. But nevertheless, we will... I fell through the level. Well, ain't that fucking glorious. Let's try the next level. By the way, you can't use the D-pad to move in this game. Don't ask me why, you just can't. We will try level 7, Explosive. So we have explosive crates. You press the, well, you're supposed to be able to press the triangle button to, change your special ability, but it appears to not work here. Maybe it's just locked on this stage. It does it up the top there, like that little, that little jumping arrow there changes, and I'm not entirely sure. There we go. That little jumping arrow changes to two things: a thrown knife and a man that looks like he's going invisible. If you were playing this on the... If you were playing this and you died more than once, you'd be seeing your thing here. You'd be seeing all your deaths and your successful run at the very end. But yes, the game is a bare bones, basic as hell, Meat Boy style platformer with none of the charm, none of the grace, and none of the slickness and smoothness of the gameplay. And I say smoothness as the key word there, because the game's technical performance is horrendous. Like, I can't even... I literally can't say just how bad it is, because the game's frame rate drops constantly. We are talking... You lose frames every now and again for no discernible reason, and there seems to be no rhyme or reason to them. There's vertical tearing across the screen, horizontal tearing I should say, sorry, not vertical. There's horizontal tearing across the screen that is horrendously noticeable, and you are even able to see it during the title screen. Vertical sync just does not work in this game. It is not a word in this game's vocabulary, or should I say phrase. But you want to know what the major problem with it is? Because it drops frames so often, on some levels, it means that it will completely miss your inputs. You might have pressed a button, and just nothing will happen. Just nothing. It'll just end. No, I'm not joking. It just goes poof, and it doesn't even detect that you pressed a button. It's absolutely retarded. And there are some levels which are absolutely horrendous about this, and we will be coming up to one in the next level, if I can get to it. But this level's pretty bad about it as well. Like, as you can see, every few seconds, just a few frames stop. I jump forward a little bit, like I'm watching a DVD that's scratched, so you can see that the video is just continuing on for some reason. This can literally extend to you being alive in one frame, and then the game skipping a few frames, and then your dead body will just be flying across the screen. This is surprisingly common. And no, this has nothing to do with the capture kit. If it was something to do with the capture kit, I would know. I was literally playing this game on a Vita that's completely and utterly unmodified, which is what I usually do anyway, just for the purpose of keeping this recording Vita in as pristine condition as possible. I was playing on a Vita that was entirely unmodified, and it was still doing this. This is the level where I've officially gave up, because you can see where the game is just like, oh, screw you, you don't get anything resembling good performance or even remotely playable gameplay. It just dies. It absolutely dies. This level is an absolute masterclass in how to not program your game engines. This is unbelievable. Like, you saw there, like, I went straight from being on the wall to being off the wall and falling into the water. By the way, ninjas can't swim. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why that's a thing either. Like, spikes, sure. Lava, sure. Water? Okay. No? Dumb? Dead. I swear I pressed the square button to fire out the bloody arrow, but it just didn't recognize it. Because that's just what this game does. This is not the capture kit, I promise you. This is how the game is like. It is horrifyingly bad. Like, this is literally release code. Like, this is code. This isn't some development project 2 weeks down the line. This isn't some random debug build I was asked to give criticism on. This is a full game they plan on selling in a couple of weeks. This game comes out on October 6th. You might be thinking, why am I doing this so early? Well, they gave me the code this early, so, yeah. If they want to give me code this early, they want me to see this piece of shit and think, this is what the game is like. I literally can't get on top of this fucking pillar because every time I press the button to go over the pillar, the game drops frames, loses my inputs, and I end up on the other side of the fucking pillar. It is infuriating. I have literally spent 10 minutes trying to get through this level before. I only played this game for like half an hour at best, because seriously, this just beggars belief. There is no goddamn way that this game should be released in any way, shape, or form. You should not pay money for this. You should not give anything to these people. At least with, like, It's Always Spring, which was made by the Some People, at least that had a little bit of a kooky, weirdo, drugified image to it, right? Like, at least it was weird, it didn't cost very much, and it gave you 4 trophies, and it didn't really require you to do anything in the grand scheme of things. This is horrendous. This might be one of the worst games I've played on Vita overall, just because the performance is so bad. I can't think of a game that has performed worse on Vita than this. Borderlands 2 was better than this. Chronovolt was better than this. Attack on Titan was better than this. Everything I can think of. Every game I can think of that performed badly on the Vita. I don't even know if that guy shot. Did I manage to deflect the bullet or what? Every game on Vita that I can think of. Wow, I actually did it. Let's see all my bloody replays crash the Vita, shall we? No, apparently not. But yeah, just everything I can think of is better than this. Who thought this was a good idea? I mean, remember Zombies The Last Survivor? Remember that? Do you remember that piece of shit? Because I do, slightly. I try to forget it. But, okay, so it's a race. Is it a rat race? That was a good movie. I enjoyed that movie quite a lot. But anyway. Wow, he's just faster than me. He's absolutely faster than me, no matter what I do. That's incredible. You just got an overall... Oh, he waits for you. Okay. Oh. And I have to do it all over again because it's one of those bloody games. Do you remember Zombies The Last Survivor is what I was trying to say before. That game, while it was... Well, that game wasn't terrible. Like... Well, actually, to be fair, it was. But that game wasn't so bad that it just absolutely broke the Vita. Like, do you see the amount of... That was actually surprisingly easy. Do you see the amount of bullshit in the performance in this game here? Because this is borderline retarded. This is absolutely borderline retarded. Who in QA let this through? Who in development thought this was a good idea? Who let this get out? Who let this get through? There's gotta be some sort of like, Oh, apparently I can buy new knives. Pierces and kills all enemies in one hit. And spin and enemies explode on... Yeah, whatever. Don't care. No care in the world. There is one more thing to show you. I'll see if I can find it, but... You know, and that'll be the secrets. Just so you get a rough idea of what we're working with here. I don't remember if it was on level 3 or level 4 was the one that I found first, but they are actually pretty easy. Like, I don't want to show you the one on level 1, because that one is just blindingly obvious. It's literally just go left. But there are secrets to find in this game. In fact, I believe there might be a secret exit in every level. It wouldn't surprise me. Just because, well, every time you can find them, and some of the secret exits are actually easier to go through than the regular exits. Like, explain that one to me. Attempt 3. No, you know what? Screw it. I don't want to spend any more time playing this piece of shit than I have to. So let's go back and go to World 1, and I'll show you what one of the secrets looks like. So now if I head left, Let me try that again. So now if I had... Was it level 1? No, it might have been level 2. See, these games aren't... These games aren't very good to begin with. These levels aren't very diverse or interesting. Sure, they... Different theme on World 2, sure, but I don't care. I could not care less. Alright, let's see if it was level 2. No, it probably wasn't level 2, but I'll go anyway just to fucking try and find a secret. Yeah, there's one. That's the secret I'm thinking of. So bloody obvious. And you can see up in the top right there that... See? It just skips you to the next level. Like, most of those aren't even a challenge. All the ones that I found are nowhere near approaching a challenge. But yeah, that was it. That is all there is to this game. Someone convinced me to get off my fucking ass and make my bloody platformer project that I never got around to doing. The bloody game I used to call Firefight Max. I really need to actually bloody do that again. Just so I can say I made a better game than Save the Ninja Clan. This game is horrific. Don't even bother. There is nothing worth playing here at all. I do not care. I could not care in the slightest. This has been Blue Maxima, and I will see you all next time.